Hi, and welcome to Station 1 Bells, or Glockenspiel, as the Germans say. So, available, so we have 2 sets that look like this, and 3 that are in like big black boxes. You're going to be tested on C major scale and C chromatic scale. Just 1 octave, right? Okay, and those are going to use just alternating left, right patterns that are very simple. You don't have to think about them too hard. So keep your eyes down here when you're playing. Let's see, and 1 easy piece. And you play that with suggested sticking. The advanced one, that kind of decision is up to you. The sticking, how you play it, but don't play it all like this, because this is not good. This is never good, and this is actually how you mess up. So, we're approaching the bells. These are concert bells, not the hand bells that many people think of when you say bells. Oh, it doesn't ring. No, these don't ring. But they do ring out. Okay. So they are set up in a similar fashion to any other keyboard instrument. In fact, in percussion, we call this a keyboard instrument for an obvious reason. So when you're in proper position, the closest row, the one closest to me, is just like the white keys on the piano. And the further row is like the black keys. We call those accidentals, otherwise known as flats and sharps. So C major scale. You're starting and ending with your left hand. You can find C at any time by looking at the rows of accidentals. Anytime you see a group of 2, C is right to the left. Okay, so if I see a group of 3, F is going to be here, and then that scale is going to sound wrong. So we want the group of 2. Right here I found C. Also on at least this silver set, it's marked. So that's a bonus. As usual, tip, use a metronome. So stay on beat. These can be downloaded on the app as an app on your phone. I use Pro Metronome. Block out other people who are practicing by using your headphones. So here we go. It's going to be nice and slow. And we're going to go 1 past the top note to keep you in left-right alternating pattern. So here we go on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So, as with other percussion, and you can hear it's still ringing. As with other percussion instruments, we're not banging the crap out of it. We don't need to come up here to hit it. So actually, the higher you bring a stick, the more likely you are to miss, especially on a keyboard instrument. If you look down at it, there's little screws holding each one together. So we want to stay away from this area because it's the deader part of the sound. It's never going to sound as good as the center. We call those nodes. So later on, when we go over acoustics, I'll talk about this again. So again, this was left, right, 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 left. Okay? So start slow, and then pick up the pace, but always remember to keep it even. Okay, moving on. Chromatic scale. Again, we're starting on C. So, chromatic scales include every half step. Now, a half step is whenever we move to the very next key on here. So, from C to C sharp is a half step. So, you hear jaws, right? So, the sharp's coming for you. That's a half step. And this is exciting. You're going to start counting in triplets. So, until now, you've been dividing every beat in half. So if I had a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, I divide it up in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into half notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But now we're going to take that quarter note and divide it into 3. I know, aren't you excited? So that's a triplet. Now, many people count these in different ways. I like 1 lolly, 2 lolly because it differentiates. Now, if you look at the conga piece, it's going to say 1 TT, 2 TT, 3 TT, but how do you tell the T from the T, right? I don't know. The other one that's going to be on there is one and a two and a, but that's too easy to confuse with one and a two. So I like one lolly. So very slowly, I'm going to play this for you. I'm going to begin with my left, and I'm going to end with my left. One lolly, two lolly, three lolly, four lolly, one lolly, two lolly, three lolly, four lolly. So if you saw that when I was going up, there's a little switch, right? And that's because I didn't fall out of the pattern. I played all left, right, left, right. Right? You don't have to get it that fast. But go ahead and aim for it, because it's always fun when you get a skill down. Okay, so we're looking at the easy piece, and some of you are going to say, oh my God, what the heck is in that key signature? Maybe you didn't even know what a key signature was, or you forgot. So this has two flats in the key signature. So that makes it B flat major, or its corresponding minor, but we're going to stay out of that for right now. So B flat key signature means that every B that you see is flat, and every E that you see is flat. When you look at the silver set, it's going to say right on there A sharp / B flat, and that's because those are enharmonic. They sound the same. They're written differently, but they sound the same. Same thing for D sharp / E flat. They're enharmonic, so they're written differently, but they sound the same. Okay, let's see here. I'm sight reading, so hopefully this will go okay. Let's see. 1, 2, ready, and. Was not right. See, made a mistake but kept going. So again, let's see here. Okay. So there's a double left that you'll see down near the end. Just go ahead, do your best to follow the sticking. It should get you where you want to go. So generally when we're going up any scale pattern, we're going to start with our left, because it's natural to go up this way and begin with the left. But if I wanted to go back down, I'd start with the right. And that's what's in here for you. Okay? So let's go on to the advanced one. So, you may or may not recognize this song. It's a jig. It's called the Irish Washerwoman. We're going to play it slowly at first, at least. This is in 6/8, and I don't think we've covered that in here before. So we already talked about how triplets feel. 6/8 has that same kind of feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Triple it, and that's how it's supposed to sound. The other cool thing about this is that it has a pickup measure. And a pickup measure never has the same amount of beats in it. So it starts 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got to know what you mean, where you're starting, or you're going to get off beat. This will take a little more practice for most of you if you want to do it. But it's back in key of C, so you don't have to worry about any accidentals up here. So I'm going to play this nice and slowly and hope that you feel it. Okay. So that's me sight reading. You might have heard some wrong notes. Good. You will hear wrong notes when you play sometimes too. Don't stop.